The Garden is a new exhibition at Grimsby Minster. It took artist Richard Bartle 3 years to put together and features 12 miniature sheds, each with a different divine interior. We sent Nicola Masdam to meet him.
I'm here today in Grimsby Minster for the Richard Bartle exhibition entitled Deities at the Bottom of the Garden.
I lived in Istanbul for quite some time, and I had quite a passion for Islamic architecture. Did a lot of drawings and things when I was over there, and spent a lot of time walking around mosques. And then, rather crazily, I was watching the episode of Question Time when Nick Griffin was on, and I was watching him and was like sort of quite horrified about how belligerent and how I'm not going to accuse any words, but and it got me, and I started to think about about how in the past, like the Catholic and Protestant persecutions and things like that, and the way the Jews were persecuted and things like that, and the way that people worshipped under those circumstances. And I guess during the Tudor period and stuff, people, they sort of kind of hid their faiths in secret rooms and things. And then I sort of kind of had this quite amusing thought about how if you sort of kind of walked into a barrack house and there was a secret room in it, you'd go, there's a secret room, because it's just so small, so you would have to hide your faith at the bottom of your garden, and that's where the idea of the garden shed. So I made the shed, and as I was doing it, I thought, okay, I'm going to put an Islamic, a mosque inside one, because that's his main problem, is Islam, So I made the Islamic one, and then I got the mosque, and then I got invited to an exhibition to show in Mardin, which is on now actually war-torn. It's on the Syrian border in Turkey, and I was going to take this where I made something else for it. But then I also finished up invited for another exhibition in Dublin, which was called Blasphemy. So I made a Catholic and a Protestant one, which was sat sort of either side of like quite a normal council garden fence or something like that. They were like literally, you could hear each other praying. So I got 3, and then it just sort of started to spiral from there. And these are something really quite ornate, because it's kind of about what people do in garden sheds as much as it's about religions. It's about obsession, religious obsession, shed obsession, and the artistic obsession, which is mine. So it was very difficult to find the right sort of spaces. There are a lot of puja rooms, which is a Hindu thing, are just sort of kind of small spaces with a little shrine. Wiccan, I know, we don't have any Shintos in Sheffield, but I looked a lot. I did a lot of research. I'd love to go. I mean, that one is based on they have little tiny shrines on the mountainsides, because theirs is an animistic faith. So it was quite easy to find images of small shrines. And the Catholic one was great, because it was, I dare I say this, it was like an episode of Father Ted. The priest was Ted, and you knew that there was an old priest somewhere, and you knew there's a young priest somewhere, and he was so enthusiastic, and the thing that he loved most was his stations across the, and he talked about every single one of them in detail, and the light which we've got here, and it was just such an amazing, that was a really, really amazing experience to meet this priest, and it was, yeah.
This is an absolutely stunning exhibition. I've really enjoyed looking around all the 12 sheds and the different religions. There's a lot that I didn't know an awful lot about, so having a peek inside has just given me a little insight into the different religions. This is my favourite, being the Catholic Church. I spent many a Sunday inside a Catholic church, and it's very true to life. He spent a lot of time and is so accurate on these, and it was a real 3-year labour of love for the artist. They're just beautiful.
And that exhibition